Number 1 at 11. King 5 News starts now.
The United Nations Drug Watchdog Agency wants federal officials to challenge the marijuana ballot measures just passed in Washington and Colorado. The head of the International Narcotics Control Board says legalizing pot sends the wrong message to the rest of the world.
The blood alcohol number for this state is .08. That is DUI territory. But now there is another number to consider. New at 11, King 5's Alan Chauffeur looks at the legal limit for driving while stoned.
Last year, law enforcement handled 40,000 DUI cases statewide. It's simple. Blow .08 or more, and you're busted. Here's the new number to memorize. 5, as in 5 nanograms of THC per milliliter of blood. But there's no breath test for THC, the active ingredient in pot.
There is oral fluid testing that is done in Europe and in some other places, so could that eventually become something? That's possible.
But in our case, for now, it'll require a blood test.
It is a blood test. Here's somebody who's doing some extractions.
They already test blood for THC at the state toxicology lab in about 1,000 drug-related DUI cases a year. But they haven't been testing specifically for that new number.
So, a simple blood test. Well, not really. Figure there are 39 different steps between the time blood comes out of your body to when it gets to this, about 50 microliters of clear liquid that will be tested for THC.
At this lab, the testing can take more than 2 weeks, and that painstaking, complicated process could be a problem in court.
This is what we got on a single blood test case. This is the discovery. These are the records of maintenance on the machine. These are the logs of tests on the machine. And inside of every one of these pages is a legal challenge.
But longtime DUI attorney John Fox sees more than just technicalities to challenge. He questions the law's very constitutionality, because pot smokers have no way to test where they stand relative to that specific new number, 5 nanograms. In legal terms, there's not adequate notice that they're breaking the law.
The person has no way of knowing whether they're at 4 nanograms or 5. And it's so different from alcohol. There was a long history with alcohol. There's the charts with alcohol. There's solid science with alcohol. You don't have any of that with the marijuana law.
So as marijuana smokers test their new freedom, the new DUI law will face major tests of its own on the highways, in the lab, and in the courts. In Seattle, I'm Alan Chauffeur, King 5 News.
The toxicology lab tells us they do not expect any major changes in test procedures, and we'll have to wait to see how the new law is applied before they figure out if they need more resources. As for law enforcement, all the agencies we've contacted say they do not expect their job on the street to change much.